welcome you to our YouTube channel, okay? And if you're new to our channel, we doing tax sales. We basically do tax sales. We do tax lien deed and redeemable deed. These are people who didn't pay their property taxes, okay? And then from there, you are able to buy the lien on the property, or you are able to buy the property, depending on the type of auctions. So remember, there's a lien deed and redeemable deed. There's 3 types of auctions in the United States. You as a tax sale investor, you got to do some homework. You got to figure out certain rules and guidelines and say what works in this county, what doesn't work in another county. That's the key that we have to do, because not every state is going to run it the same, and not every county is going to run it the same at all. Okay? And this is the key that we try to do. We try to give you some education. We try to give you knowledge. We'll talk about Georgia for you this morning, and give you some information in the state of Georgia, okay? So remember, in Georgia, Georgia's a tax deed state. It's a tax redeemable tax deed state. I call it a tax redeemable tax deed state. Some people will call it a deed state. I don't. Because my opinion, a deed state is when you own the property. You own the property and there's no redemption period at all. Like California, that's a deed state. Nevada is a deed state, okay? Utah is a deed state. You're gonna own the property. You're gonna bid, you're gonna own it. There's no time to get the property back. So there's no redemption period. Yeah, you can file a lawsuit or showing that they did something wrong, okay? But the deed state. Redeemable deed, I call it more in the state of Georgia. Everybody's gonna call it different. But as long as you know how it works. Georgia redeemable deed. Most of their auctions are gonna be held in person, and they're gonna be held usually the same day of each month. Okay, almost like Texas a little bit. And it's a bit of premium. So whoever pays the highest amount of money will win the property. Whoever wins, whoever pays the highest amount of money will win the property. And then you gotta wait. It's usually a 1-year redemption period in the state of Georgia. 1-year redemption period in the state of Georgia. Okay? 1-year redemption period. Now, you can wait, you can still wait like another year or so, but most people won't. Most people will start the petition to get the property and everything in Georgia. It's a bit of premium, so whoever pays the highest amount of money will win controlling of the property. I went to the LA Investors Club last night. I'm still debating, am I going to have my booth there or not? Okay, have my little booth there, but what I pay every month that I'm there, is it really worth it for the time that I'm actually there, compared to if I went there myself and I networked with people myself and connected with people myself with business cards and so on. That's the important part, okay? And that's really because if I do realize if I go there myself, I will get your information. I don't like to say that. This guy is, people are going to talk to you. Say, my God, this guy's a friggin' pest. He's like a friggin' fly. Right? Because when I go to these events, I go there to network. I go there to get your name. I go there to get your email address. I go there to get your phone number. I go there to get, if you're on Facebook, or you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, I go there for that. and see how can we build together? How can we connect together? What do we have to do? That's the important part, that we have to know that. Most people don't. They'll go there, look around, look around, look around, sit down in the chair, listen to the speaker, and look around and leave. No, I'm not there for that. There to listen. I mean, you hear their speakers, it's like the same speaker that talk about the same thing all the times. So yeah, I understand what you're talking about, okay? You haven't given no information yet. You're giving statistics, facts, all this other stuff. Okay, that's wonderful. But, you know, do they sometimes give you ideas? Yes, they give you ideas. So in Georgia, what did I know? What were the ideas? Well, Georgia's a tax redeemable deed. People don't realize that if the bid amount starts at $1,000 and it gets bid up to $50,000, the owner or the lender or whatever, they have to pay that $50,000 back, plus 25% penalty on that. I think they're probably not going to pay it back. Okay? So the big guys know that. They know that if that property is, say, worth $200,000 and it gets bid up to 50 grand and they pay the 50 grand on it, they're probably not going to pay it back. They're probably not going to pay it back. And you'll get a good deal on it. You're just money is there stuck for that 1 year of 50 grand. Okay? Which is completely different than like the state of Indiana. 1 year redemption period, just like Indiana. But when the owner only has to pay the amount of property taxes back plus interest, not the amount that was bidded at the auction. And Indiana pays you 10% penalty on the original amount and 5% on the overage. Big difference than 25% penalty on the full amount. Big difference. Okay. Same thing, 1 year. Know the rules, know the guidelines. We gotta know all this stuff here. This is the key. Okay? How it works. Because it can be very profitable. I mean, Georgia has it like every single month in person, some online. But again, you're gonna tie up your money for a while. Tie up your money. I mean, Arizona, same thing. Tie up your money like 3 years. Okay? You have to tie up your money 3 years. I mean, I bought like one county I went to. I got 16% interest, but I get paid 16% on the lien amount. I gotta wait 3 years. But I said, okay, I'll wait 3 years because I know I'm gonna get 16% on that amount. Florida's 2 years, 18%. So you gotta figure out certain things, okay? There's certain states I like, certain states I don't like. You know, where can you do a lower redemption period than some other areas? That's the key. So, Georgia, remember, redeemable tax deed state. Whoever pays the highest amount of money will be able to control the redeemable deed. Okay? That's the key. Pay you 25% penalty on the amount. 25% penalty on the amount on redeemable deed. So we hope that you liked our information. We give you education. We give you knowledge as much as we can. You know, watch our channels more, learn education, learn the knowledge as much as possible. This is the key that you try to do. And keep following us We're the tax sale master. You want to learn about tax sales? Follow us. We're the tax sale master, TTSM. Okay? Network with people, connect with people, do as much as we can do. Stay focused. A lot of distractions. One thing I kind of like is when I am in my car, I get away from a lot of this. I can't look at my phone and wait, look at YouTube and stuff, because that distracts me. But the key is getting the knowledge. The knowledge, the education. This is the key. So, anyways, we hope that you've enjoyed it. We hope we gave you some education. We gave you some knowledge. Okay? Subscribe to our channel, Tax Sale Master. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Okay? And continue to get knowledge as much as possible. Whoever you go with. You know, I learned something the other day from another tax sale investor. She had a live, very good scenario she had it in the back. Okay? So that was a good marketing ploy, which I liked very much so. Okay? And that's the important part. All right, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. All right. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.